Our story begins at an ordinary school in the middle of nowhere. Here we meet a student during the morning announcements.
Good morning, French Creek Elementary. Today's lunch is everyone's favorite grain mush. Don't forget about today's assembly on how not to be bored at school. Those who don't fall asleep will win an extra scoop of grain mush for tomorrow's lunch.
I'm bored already. I wish there was something entertaining happening at this school.
Just then, she heard a strange sound coming from the ceiling. The student saw an owl-looking human of some sort staring back at her.
I am Dr. Mischievous, and I think I can help you with your boredom problem. How does lightning speed power sound? Ooh, and lava and water powers too.
Willow's eyes widened as she quickly agreed to Dr. Mischievous's offer. Suddenly, she felt some kind of scientific potion drop onto her head, and a jolt of electricity ran through her. She looked back up at the mad scientist, and he gave her a thumbs up. She looked at the teacher in front of her, stuck out her hand, and a stream of ice froze her teacher. Her fellow students panicked and screamed. So Willow channeled her new super speed to get out of there. She zipped so fast through the hall, she actually ended up back in the science lab to find Dr. Mischievous once again.
You again? Bart just gave you a bunch of superpowers. What do you want now? What's that mean?
Unfreeze the teacher. Fix the microphone. Oh, you got it.
Well, I think you should make my whole class super. I don't want to be the only entertained person at my school.
Dr. M said she made a good point and asked for some ideas for new potions to make her classmates. And her imagination took off. Soon they had potions for a mermaid, a princess, a mermaid princess, an ice mermaid, a crystal fairy, a unicorn pony, and just for fun, a chicken with a hot dog for a head. She then had the idea to make her own very pet that she could also have as a best friend. So she asked for a potion that would create a cat who could turn into a princess with weather powers. She then thought maybe her mermaid classmate would want a pet too, so they created a potion for a spotted leopard mermaid who liked to eat mac and cheese and chicken nuggets. Willow gathered up her potions and super sped back to her class. One by one, she poured the potions on her classmate's head, and poof! Soon the room was full of amazing characters. However, Willow suddenly realized her mermaid friends were in desperate need for water. She used her ice powers to make a small tank and melted the inside with her lava powers to make half of the classroom a swimming pool. Willow went up to her classmates, Abby and Gia, and asked what she thought of their new powers.
I have the two others now. I don't know what you're talking about. My name's Princess Kate of the Cotton Candy Planet. Where am I?
Willow laughed and was so excited about her new classmates, she went up to another classmate to say hi.
Papa. Where's my taking you?
The only thing was that they were no longer her fellow students. They had no memory of their previous life. But the chicken with the hot dog balked again, and Willow laughed so hard she fell to the floor. Willow went up to the mermaids.
I like this ice tank. It reminds me of home. But where are we? Right, and I'm hungry. I want seaweed. Where's the seaweed? I'm gonna put some more than seaweed.
Willow was starting to get annoyed at the fact that her fellow classmates were unappreciative of their newfound powers. Just then, Snowflake the fairy, the crystal fairy, flew over to Willow.
It seems like none of us know how we got here or why we are here. Do you know?
Just then, Macy the cat turned into a princess.
She sidekick, Willow, but I think everybody else were humans before. Right, you were all her classmates. Me and Macy, though, are brand new. Can I be your pet?
Ellamaine gave Spot a pat on the head, but everyone else gasped. They were highly concerned about this experiment. Willow explained to all of them that they were much better off being mermaids and fairies and things, and that being a human is boring.
I must admit, being a mermaid is pretty cool. I had lives as humans. I don't remember that life. Who am I? I'm just happy to be here. I was born today. That means it's my birthday. What was your plan after training us all into these things? We can't just go back to being your classmates. We need the ocean.
Willow quickly explained that if they all went back to the lab, she could change them all back with a new potion. So Macy the cat used her weather powers to create a river in the hallway leading to the science lab for everyone to be able to get there quickly. One by one, they jumped into the magic-controlled river and were whisked away towards the lab.
Woohoo! This is amazing! Woohoo!
They all slowly eventually arrived at the lab, once again to find Dr. Mischievous working on an experiment. He quickly noted the result of all of his potions and was very pleased. Willow asked if he could make new potions to turn her classmates back to humans.
But why would I destroy my greatest experiments? I don't think you need to worry about them anymore. As a matter of fact, I think it's best you all stay here to serve me.
Just then, the doctor flew up and pulled a lever, and gapes rose from the floor, locking them all in his lair. He thought he was pretty clever until he realized just what he was up against. Weather powers, painting powers, water powers, lava powers, ice powers, lightning speed, a fairy, and a remarkably distracting chicken with a hot dog for a head. Willow froze Dr. Mischievous in a block of ice, while Macy created a tornado right next to his inventions and experiments. Snowflake and Princess Kate flew over his head and went to the lever to control the gates.
Right? See, we can free ourselves easy. You don't stand a chance against us. Yeah, now make those potions will turn us back, or Mace will destroy your lab.
Dr. Mischievous tried to answer, but he was indeed still frozen solid. They quickly realized this, so Willow used her lava powers to melt the ice, and the mermaids swam in circles around him to make a whirlpool. Dr. Mischievous was spinning around and around and around until finally he threw up his arms and agreed. The whirlpool stopped. He ran to his table to make a new potion. In no time, he had a new potion for everyone. He handed them out one by one and hung his head because his experiments were no longer. Right as everyone was just about to drink their potions, Snowflake cried out,
Wait, if we drink these now, I won't be able to pull the lever and get us out of here. I won't be able to fly. Good thing you pull it now.
The fairy pulled the lever open and freed all of their new friends, and everyone cheered.
Yay! Okay, I think we should drink now. But can we wait a little? I like the so can we do it?
All of the kids agreed that they would have one final day with their superpowers. They all went to the gymnasium and had a party with ice sculptures, river rides, a rainstorm, you name it. Willow also decided she would use her powers to make a home for Spot and Macy at her house to be her pet sidekick / friends forever. And Willow's day at school turned out to be not so boring after all. The end!